Hello, this is Mr. Inadequate, and I'm playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, and this is episode 5. And I have already fought this battle and won it, but now I want to do it again so you guys can see. I want to see if I can do something with this guy. Okay. Okay, that's not going to work. So, Abelard, you come over here. Magenta, you come up here. Dira, she did, I think, die. Oh, wait. Okay, we're going to start the battle now. See, the trick is, the trick is, I'll show you in a minute. See these cut heretics all over? You got to kill them first, so this has nothing to heal from. Can I get this guy? No, she's not going to be able to. Am I sure? Yeah. Okay, she can't use any of that right now. Good. Now she might get killed, but I don't know. He can't go down there. So I can't. Okay. No. No, he can't move. Okay. I didn't want to do that. Oh, come on. Okay. We won. So, let's get everybody over here. We're going to collect all that right now. I think this is the way I went. But it is not. Okay, we're going to choose 2. We need to reestablish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Okay. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. I am ready. Begin the ritual. Theodora. Theodora. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other a vessel of ancient evil bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. I have already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with a new illusion. Sorry about my coughing. And we finished the prologue. Okay, I'm not sure how long this will be. I'll probably take my first chance to save and end it. It's hard to save sometimes. Yeah, see? Uh, okay, what will your lordship? The voice acting is done. You had us worried for a few hours there, but after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, the only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the decklans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. We'll just go. It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. What is the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Whatever? No, Lord Captain, and all the commotion is trailing cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking the ship's many corridors. Hold on. Okay. Well, frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we're now 1 shuttle short. I'm afraid it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. Okay, we're not going to do that. I am ready to start the briefing. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Abelard. Attention officers, you've been granted an honor. Lord Captain Mr. Inadequate von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Okay, introductions. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suri Atta of the Tulaman line, our new Voxmaster. It is an honor to serve your lordship. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Abelard. Besides her is Raver, the Master Hellman. He steers our ship along the course set by the long Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. Okay, Master Helmsman Raver. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. Abelard. And lastly, let me talk. And lastly, our high factotum generous Steinrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. Oh boy. In the second row, we have the three officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Furnace Master, whose crew work to prevent distinguished fires on the ship, and lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Messiah. The three officers salute you. The Furnace Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priests' mechadendrites. Thank you, Abelard. Your ratings to you all. I served your prescient one. Okay, let's go just one by one. Okay, yes, Lord Captain. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties have been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after the previous Furnace Master and his next three deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice, pitch your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Okay, High Factotum. We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the rogue trader. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skilled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planet. Guys, Master, I will hear from you now. Zyra Taller, a voice distorted by a Vox retranslator, emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted in my charge is unharmed, thanks to Messiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement as soon as possible. I see, thank you. The tech priest bows her head. Okay, Master Helmsman. Okay. Asher, I'm not even trying that one. He gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew. No Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself, said Abelard. The Master of Ordnance chokes back the words he was obvious about to blurt out without thinking. He casts another look at you before turning away. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruins. Every other officer is dead, and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken a hold of me. But I have heard of you. Oh, yes, your fame has reached him as far as the expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person such as yourself. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved. The arsenal has been saved, and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight if that is the Captain's will. Now, Master Helmsman. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound more or less, but without our engine, seer, prime, and navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Yuck. Vox Master Vigdis, your lordship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located an Avner in the very same system is an incredible incredible stroke of luck. A true blessing from the God Emperor. The Master Helmsman. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids as used as your new residence. Sorry about my mouth drying. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming as long as the Promethean and supplies last. And if any thick as grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Okay. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engineer, prime, and navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Abelard. Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I cede to the Vox Master on this point. Mr. Stallman, Vox Master Vigdis, we're in the Rykid star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in this system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the present planetoid in the system, and Rykid Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. What is most alarming is their augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. Abelard, the situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, a tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet in a Navis Nobilite station and find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Okay, I gotta take a drink. Seems like I've been reading a book to y'all. Abelard. Your Lordship, there is one other thing, a confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You or perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitioner, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Cronus Expanse. Okay. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodore's desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of the note, I presume? Yes, quite right. XC, Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitioner's right-hand man, one Heinrich van Kellox, an interrogator, you understand, and all I know is that he is somewhere in the system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then to deliver him to Footfall in the Furabundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but the Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the governor of Rykad Minoris, may know something. Hell, Lord, that is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valentius Protectorate. Elard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Okay, Abelard. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Argenta. The sister of battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. Argenta, for a brief moment her voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Idira. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Idira, come to your senses. Idira, damn it, presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Flass? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, all right? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge, and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I am sure you could benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretched into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Okay. Now, okay. B. Okay. I'm just looking at the cargo. Okay. 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 Vox Master Vigdus. Lord Captain, Astropathic Corps Master Zachary Oyes is asking to speak to you via private channel. Greetings, your lordship. I hope the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterian in the hope of picking up voices from the dynasty ships or worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterian's tumult, something is screaming. This scream is driving your choir mad. Till it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the dynasty's worlds. It is coming from the Rykad Systems Astropathic Station. We don't know the nature of the scream, your lordship, but it's brought the Immaterium to a boil. There's always been a violent roaring ocean that could spell doom to anyone who considers stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and crackling before crashing into the minds of all perceived. A mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Imperium and fills me with terror. We are going to pay a visit to that station. Thank you, Your Lordship. And I think this is a good time to end this episode 5. So this is Mr. Inadequate playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. As I said, episode 5. I'll see you in the next one. It has gotten interesting. See you later.